we reach again. End up in a party in 1,000 girl. I wanna jam on.
Look where we reach, hello. Why we bringing sun up to the beach, hello. Just let the relationship breathe. I is not your man, you is not my girl. Until we reach home. So you could talk to who you want and I go and up on who I like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside, yeah. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself inside, yeah. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. Until the party
Love to wine.
the thing is happen when we party hard. I ain't trying to stop you from your plan at all. Look at bumper, I ready to jump. I ain't looking for girl, you do what you want. So when you're ready, you could talk for who you want and I go and up on who. So you could talk for who you want and I go and up on who I like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside, yeah. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. Until the party done.
Why don't try to run the line?
And you don't try to stop me vibes, oh.
You do what you want, I do what I like.
You ain't have to get no shit. But when it comes to party, I is not to man. You go find out who you like. We doing the old thing. So when you're ready, you could talk for who you want and I go and up on who I like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside, yeah. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. Until the party, like yourself, like yourself. Until the party. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Reach again, end up in a party in the streets again. Even though I never wanna cheat, it's 1,000 man and 1,000.
Let the relationship breathe. I is not your man, you is not my girl.
Greetings, greetings, greetings and salutations, everybody.
Like
Alla uno.
who you want and I go and up on who I like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside, yeah. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. Until the party
Love to wine.
How you doing?
the thing is happen when we party hard. I ain't trying to
I
stop
want to say big up to those who are locked in
look at bump
from near, from far.
it. And if you feel to wine on
Massive healing from across the pond.
like yourself, like yourself.
On One Harmony Radio, top of the morning to you guys over there in the UK.
You want and I go and up on who I like it. And if you feel to wine on everybody inside,
How everything with you?
like
King Genius, Queen Genius.
like yourself. Until the party done.
Why don't try to run the line?
To the family, stateside,
You do what you want,
up in Chilly, New Jersey.
You ain't have
NIE Radio, my brother from another mother, the motivator.
find out who you like. We doing the old.
Also to New Jersey,
You could talk for who you want and I go and up on
working alongside NIE Radio, Mix102.com.
jam on who you like yourself, like yourself.
Much love for all the work where you put in, you know.
why we reach again. End up in a party in the street.
Look where we reach, hello. Why we bringing sun up to the beach, hello. Just let the relationship breathe. I is not your man,
On YouTube Live,
everybody inside, yeah. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself.
G
You
Angel.
want and I go and up on who I like. Make yourself, like yourself. Until the party
Love to wine, so don't come and try to interrupt the vibe. Even if I wind down rude, look at it.
I ain't trying to
Of course,
plan at all. Look at bump.
want to big up those who are locked in at the home of Night Shift to DJ Kevin Stew, kevinstew.com.
So when you're ready,
Yeah, inside the Stew Pot and Zeno FM.
yourself.
Much love to you.
So you could talk for who you want and I go like yourself.
That's the title of the track right there.
Why don't try to run?
It's all about that, you know.
And you don't try to stop me vibes, oh.
You do
I want to say thank you to my segment sponsors,
You ain't have to get no
One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation. Justice and equality for everyone, especially individuals who have been wrongfully accused, marginalized, or deprived of fair legal representation. OJLDF believes every person deserves the opportunity to defend their rights, regardless of doing or how you can get involved with OJLDF. Visit the website ojldf.net.
Even though I never wanna cheat, it's 1,000 miles.
You can also reason with Ratigan on a Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, YouTube and reggaeglobalradio.com.
So you could talk to who you want and I go on up on who I like it. And it's just you to wine on everybody inside it.
Do check out the website. Do see how you can get involved. There's all OJLDF website. You dictate where your money goes. Tell them. You want it to be used in legal affairs. You want it to be used to help people in Jamaica recover from Melissa. You dictate. I want to say thank you to Altaner Healing Heavenly Hands, bringing her table her oils on over 20 years massage therapy experience. So if you're going to be visiting any of those areas, you live there, or you want to gift somebody the experience of some Healing Heavenly Hands, give Althea a call. Schedule your appointment today. 954-655-9000 is the number to reach her. When you get on the table, you'll understand. I say thank you to the Global Base, Global Digital. Global Digital navigates your journey across music, event marketing, and much more. It's a realm where social spheres awaken through their mastery. So go ahead and embrace the invitation to liberate your creativity unbounded and free. Just like their consultations. Free. The Global Base is your catalyst for everything related to music, music production, radio, and event promotion. Track them and tell them Kevin Stew sent you. Yeah, man. My name carry weight. Speaking of carrying weight, I want to say thank you to McNeil Trucking. You want to move from the Keys to Jacksonville, Palm Beach to Pensacola, Naples to Pompano, and all points in between. Buyer. You don't have the manpower, you don't have the transportation, don't worry. You have the name, you have the number. McNeil Trucking. 954-406-9740. That's another bonus. Call them up. Tell them you heard about them on the night shift to DJ Kevin Steele. They'll be more than happy to hear from you. Party with who I want. Go and go wine for who you like. So just do your thing. Take care of yourself. Numbers to call, numbers to text to get you in touch. 773-789-STEW. Gets you connected live and in living color right here, right now, and any other time during the broadcast. Blessings to your lyrics. Nah, sir. Who now work with that, you know? That's not allowed. For those of you wondering, the number is scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. 773-789-STEW. That's the number to get you in touch with the broadcast. You can call, you can text, you can WhatsApp, you can Telegram from anywhere in the world. 773. The track is called Like Yourself. If you don't like yourself, then who I gonna like you, my friend? And so that is our area of focus tonight. Self-care. Or this morning, as the case may be. What is self-care? That by the time we get done, you may have some new takes on off the bat. Could it be like could that be it? According to psychology today, self-care routines are difficult to establish and maintain. And this is true even if you're fortunate enough to have success to like wholesome food, time to exercise. Boy, kind of rough to find time to exercise sometimes. As well as the luxury of routinely, not just occasionally, but routinely getting 8 hours of sleep. When was the last time anybody who can hear me right now or see me right now, tell me, when was the last time you got 8 hours of sleep? I'm curious. Most of us have been reminded many times to practice self-care and to do so for the sake of our own physical and mental healthy diet. Include some physical activity in each day. Get adequate sleep. And these habits have been characterized as self-nurturant skills. Courtesy of a web back in 2014. It's self-nurturant skills. Do you have them? Are you familiar with them? Would you like to consider them to be obvious parts of a balanced lifestyle? But not everything that is supposed to be obvious is, right? You might say it is do. There are a lot of factors that might interfere with our efforts toward improved self-care. Basic self-care. Your resources are limited in terms of time or money, sometimes both. You might find it nearly impossible to routinely eat healthy foods or get in the recommended minimum 30 minutes of exercise each day. A part of my to go to the car stairs. This is all a part of my 30 minutes. Lunchtime, going down the stairs, going back up the stairs. This is my 30 minutes of exercise. I have decided to be more in my 30 minutes each day. Are you trying to get in your 30 minutes each day? How? Many other ways to reach the same goals of emotional and physical well-being. These would not completely replace the healthy habits that need them. Nurturant skills. This broader view of care involves several more categories of behaviors, some self-soothing behaviors, and improving self-discipline and practicing self-compassion. All of which we're going to take a little as we go through. In an ideal childhood, self-soothing is a skill learned from parents. Figure out what helped them feel better, are naturally likely to do the same for their children. Interestingly enough, past generations of parents were generally unaware of its importance of this aspect of emotional intelligence. They don't know that they don't know. And in many instances, or more urgent needs simply had to take priority over teaching him health care. These were necessary priorities and pretty much left little to no time for efforts towards emotional wisdom. Self-soothing can be learned at any age though, and it can take many different forms. And the process involves identifying what you're feeling and then looking at your options for what might help those individuals to feel calmer, less angry, or less sad, less worried. All these things will vary. Some self-soothing strategies include taking a walk outdoors if possible. For those living in South Florida, well, the majority of Florida, you can get up in the middle of the day and take a quick walk outside and everything's all gravy. You don't have to put on a lot of layers to do so. You just do it. For some, it's listening. Others take a warm bath. Some like to just be with their pets, contact a friend. You have some individuals that would pray by themselves or with a group. Another method would be to meditate. Practice deep breathing for 2 minutes. It's the most interesting thing. Just sit for 2 minutes and don't do anything but breathe. Or you're just going to guesstimate. But just breathe, intentionally breathe. You breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And if you don't know how to do it naturally, lay on your back. Put your hands on your stomach. Let your fingertips touch. And as you inhale, you'll feel your fingertips move apart. And as you exhale, they'll come back together. This is the natural way to properly breathe. Laying flat on your back. This is what you must teach yourself to do, to deep breathe properly. Do that for 2 minutes. It's amazing the experience you may have. Some people cook, some people bake. Or the process of baking is where the self-soothing is not so much in the food itself. Because, some people eat for that level of comfort. We're not talking about that. That's something else. That's another type of condition. Some people rest with weighted blankets. Now, if you've never slept with a weighted blanket, I hope you've slept with the weight of an individual, whether partially on you or on you, whichever way works for you. But that weight, it's not to just use compassionate self-talk. Some people might say, listen, I don't talk to myself, that's for crazy people. I'm going to say this right now, right here on the air, with however many people listening to me. Kevin Stew say, if you cannot talk with your problem, I'm just putting it out there right here, right now. Because that compassionate self-talk, that's real. So take that time to learn it if you don't know it, and do it if you know how. Of course, there are some behavior, substance abuse, emotional eating, like I mentioned earlier, compulsive gambling, and these have a strong potential to cause more harm in the long term. So being prepared with your own list of healthy self-soothing strategies is helpful to lessen the risk of becoming stuck in the harmful habit. We're going to take a quick little break. Yeah, man, we're on it tonight. Yeah, the first segment went by really quick, didn't it? Yeah. So we're going to take a quick little break, and when we come back, we're going to talk some more along the lines of self-care. And we're going to look at self-discipline as a form of self-care. But we're going to look on that when we come back from the break. As we go off on the break, there are a few things I want to highlight and strategies every woman should know about self-defense. This book is authored by Jonathan Field. The audiobook is narrated by yours truly, Kevin Stew, and is available on Audible. If you don't know how to find it on Audible, just go to kevinstew.com. There's a picture of the book, Empowered, Essential Concepts and Strategies Every Woman Should Know About Self-Defense. I learned a lot from narrating this book. I guarantee you will learn a lot from listening to it. Get your copy today. Don't be afraid. And then get one for somebody else. Want to remind you that context matters. And if anybody knows Isaac Buchanan, you will know that he's big on this, radio and YouTube. So check out the human rights attorney, Isaac. And now he's more than just a human rights, as well as son of longtime reggae artist, Big Youth. So check out Context Matters and drop him a line and say, the first time on, Kevin Stew is who put me on to you. Let him know.
First Baptist Church of Sunrise, Florida, featuring Dr. Glacia Robinson.
Hold my hand today. Let's fall.
Evangelist Bridget Blurcher.
We can't sit down. We can't sit down. No.
Minister Leroy Smith and Second Chance. Concert will be at First Baptist Church of Sunrise, 6401 Sunset Strip, Florida, 33313. A radio station and church. Jesus is alive. See you there.
Friday, April 3rd and Saturday, April 4th. All roads lead to Crown Hill Theater in Brooklyn. Foundation meets the future with Rory Stone Love and David Radigan.
Good morning, sound boy. Blessings, masses, Ivory Stone of here to let you know it's all about April the 3rd and the 4th. See? That's right, 2 nights only.
Tickets available at the Crown Hill Theater box office or log on to crownhilltheater.com and get your tickets today. Foundation meets the future. Rory Stone Love, David Radigan. You cannot miss this event.
Lock them up. Ready, figure, lock them up.
Get your Miracle Fire Rub for all joint pain, poor circulation, inflammation, and other aches and pain. Rub it on, the pain is gone. Rub it twice, then you feel nice. Miracle Fire Rub is all natural, all herbal with no side effects. Order yours today, 876-808-5903 or call 876-372-1366. Miracle Fire Rub. Rub it on, pain is gone. Rub it twice, then you feel nice.
Hi, this
I'm lost back. Can't hear what you're saying 'cause the music's so loud. Come take my hand. Let's dance. Tonight's your chance. Make me feel so good. Tonight's your chance. Make me feel so good. Fill my glass with something new. Put me in the mood. Tonight I wanna dance with you. So here's what you'll do. When I'm with you, come take my hand. Let's dance. Tonight's your chance. Make me feel so good. Make me feel so good. Let's dance. Tonight's your chance. Make me feel so good. Come take my hand. Let's dance. Tonight's your chance. Make me feel so good. Let's dance. Let's dance. Tonight's your chance. Make me feel so good. Let's dance. Tonight's your chance. Make me feel so good. Let's dance.
The son of Rachel David Lee made me feel so good. What makes you feel good? At times we're so laid lackadaisical when it tub, salts, oils, and creams. Believe it or not, they're still sitting in the boxes. Um, G Angel. So help me understand. You had a moment where some money was burning a hole in your pocket and you needed to get rid of it, right? This was your experience? Yes, no, maybe so. Here it is. You have the perfect opportunity to take some time to take care of yourself. And I know it's not necessarily just a choice because life is lifing. But this is exactly what we're talking about tonight, this self-care thing. As we get into this other segment, where the second segment, where we start off with self-discipline as a form of self-care. Is it a self-discipline issue? Is it a time issue? Is it a desire issue? Because that's another issue, right? It may be obvious to many, according to psychology today, that self-discipline is a form of self-care. And you should know that you feel better and function better when you're doing the right things for yourself, G Angel. You had a moment where you said you needed to take care of your feet. A moment. Was it a fleeting moment? Because what you got to take care of your feet is still sitting in boxes, taking care of nothing. So what happened to that moment? What happened to that feeling, that thought, that realization that you needed to give your feet some attention? I'm curious, and I'll wait. Answer when you feel ready. Either you're going to answer in the comment section, or you're going to shoot me a message, 773-789-STEW. Please, talk to me. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. My mind is that inquiring mind. So, self-discipline is defined by Dr. Janice Webb as making yourself do things you don't want to do and stopping yourself from doing the things you shouldn't do. Interesting, right? It's an interesting comment, or an interesting point of view as it relates to self-discipline. Now, this concept was summed up beautifully by someone saying, making the hard choices that are good for you. That's a neat little way to say it. So, G, here's a hard choice for you. Use the salts and the oils that you purchased along with that foot bath and use it. Let's try that. And either you shoot me a text and say, Stu, I did it, I'm doing it, here's the proof, or just send the proof, whichever way you want to work it. I just need to know that you did it. There are many individuals who have labeled themselves as lazy or earn the benefits of self-discipline. And the suggestion for learning to practice self-discipline is just to choose one thing that you'd like to start doing each day and make it a top priority. Just one thing. Pick something that you want to do and say, this day I'm going to do it. As a matter of fact, there's one thing I'm going to do all of the next 3 to 5 days, whatever. Develop that routine. Be disciplined, be intentional. That's it. Be intentional about it. Make it a top priority. Or you might choose one thing that you'd like to stop doing. That takes some self discipline too. Replace that bad habit with a better one. But don't rush it. Don't make these New Year's resolutions where you end up falling off the wagon a week later. Just choose one thing and then move on from there. There's also this thing called self-compassion. So, G Angel, you say you really have to make time. All right, tell me this, tell me this, tell me this, tell me this. How much time do you need to soak your feet in the foot bath? I'll go on and wait for your response. Self-compassion is another form of self-care. And it is not instinctive to us all. It isn't. Anyone who grew up with emotional abuse or neglect is at greater risk of lacking self-compassion. I'll tell you this. A lot of people in third world countries don't quite have this skill of self-compassion. A lot of people who grew up in first world countries with busy parents or busy individuals and they have to take care of themselves, they don't necessarily have this self-compassion thing going on either. Because there's an aspect of neglect there. What does self-compassion really look like? Judging yourself harshly, blaming yourself for mistakes, insulting yourself, and expecting perfection of yourself can also be a sign of lacking self-compassion. When people, perfectionists that are hard on themselves. Just as other forms of self-care can be learned, you can also learn self-compassion. It can be the most challenging self-care skill because it requires genuine self-love. Not in the narcissistic, superior, self-focused, self-righteous, I am the one kind of a way. No. But in the knowledge that you are good enough, you are worthy, you are deserving of kindness. Let's just start with you are worthy. Not many of us deem ourselves to be worthy. Learning self-compassion is a complex, multi-step process that takes time and continuous effort. And rather than try to simplify it to fit the context of what we're talking about tonight, we need to really look into it. We really need to think about it. We really need to be intentional about it. Why? Because self-care is much more than just eating well. It's more than exercising. It's more than getting a lot of rest or enough rest. A broader set of self-care skills includes knowing how to soothe yourself, practicing self-discipline, and being compassionate towards yourself. And although many people are not taught these skills as they grow up, and for various reasons, they can be learned at any age. So, G, you're doing it before Saturday. Okay, you're gonna take care of your feet before Saturday. And it's not to say that you have yam grown, tough, crusty feet. And I should hope not. And if you do, you just got yourself the skills, the tools necessary to fix that. But it's about recognizing what you want to do for you. For some people, it's doing their fingernails. For some, it's doing their hair. A part of my self-soothing, I do my hair. okay, I'll be serious about it. It's a part of my daily routine to do my hair. Not my self-soothing, but I'll get the picture. You know, it's one of those things that's important. Now, there are, according to Very Well Mind, 5 types of self-care for every area of your life. That's what they say. There's your physical self-care, your social self-care, your mental self-care, your spiritual self-care. These are all types of your of well self-care that are necessarily in your life. Now, interestingly enough, the one that I didn't mention was emotional self-care. And a lot of times we get caught up and not pay attention to our emotional self-care. Oh, so G, you normally do your feet on a regular basis when you were in Jamaica. So now you moved to a foreign land and decided, so much for my moments of personal care that I enjoy so much that it is my more than personal care, it's my self-care. It's the thing that I would do that makes me feel so good. You decided that you're going to move to a new land, a new space, to assimilate and leave out one of the things that make you feel good. Am I making this sound a whole lot worse than you initially intended it to be? Am I really rubbing it in, making you feel bad about not caring for yourself? I'm just asking. Again, inquiring minds. Self-care involves intentional actions to support your well-being. Well-being or well-doing. And this includes activities designed to care for your physical, mental, emotional health. Understanding the different types of self-care and what they can do to help create a balanced, sustainable approach to taking care of yourself is important. All the stress relief activities in the world won't help if we're not taking care of ourselves. And self-care has been defined as a multi-dimensional, multifaceted process of powerful engagement in strategies that promote healthy functioning and enhance well-being. Let's break that down. Self-care is all about caring for yourself. That's it. You want to ensure physical and emotional needs are met. Boom. Just like that. Now you feel real bad, G. You did this. You did this to yourself. Here's a good thing about it. You get to give yourself the opportunity to feel good because you feel bad about it. So the bad feeling that you're having is just recognizing that you should be doing more to take care of yourself. So that's a guilt. Cool. We all experience these things every now and then. But that's not where it ends. Because we have the opportunity to move on from that and feel good about ourselves again by doing the thing that we're guilty of not doing. And I'm glad that you took the first step to say, before this coming Saturday, you're going to address the subject of taking care of yourself by way of doing your feet. That's the first step. The next step is scheduling that time, identifying a block of time that you say you're going to just do this, and then boom, doing it. Any update on Paulette? Which Paulette that? What am I missing? Which Paulette that? G, whisper to me one side. Tell me which Paulette that. Now, Sabrina Romanoff says self-care is important because it helps re-establish balance and avoid burnout. It is often the mechanism of recalibrating and getting in touch with our ability to play and have fun, relax, and connect. Good self-care can take many forms. It could be ensuring we get enough sleep each night, stepping outside for a few minutes for some fresh air. It can mean taking time out to do what we enjoy, like listening to The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. That could be some self-care. Little known fact. This broadcast is a part of my health care. My self-care, I should say. All the aspects of it. Community and finance, healthy love. This one are aspects of my self-care. Sometimes you might need more self-care in one specific area in order to restore balance and find relief from a stressor in your life. And to care for your health and well-being. And it is important to find a balance that allows you to address each of these areas. Balance, balance, balance. Key. So, real quick. Physical self-care. We need to take care of our bodies. If we want them to run efficiently, we got to give them some attention, right? Remember that there's a strong connection between our body and our mind. So when we care for our bodies, we'll think and feel better. G, I think they wrote this part for you. Physical self-care includes fueling your body, getting enough sleep, doing enough physical activity, and caring for your physical needs, attending healthcare appointments, taking Medicare as prescribed, and managing your health. These are all parts of good physical self-care. Pampering yourself every now and then, let me toss that in there. Exercise is a tangible instance where you can observe the payoff of your perseverance toward a goal, says clinical psychologist Sabrina Romanoff. You can push past the limitations of your mind and prove to yourself you may be stronger than you previously thought. And this is one of the ways exercise helps with confidence and resilience. When it comes to physical self-care, ask a few questions. And this will help you to assess whether there might be areas you need to improve. 1, are you getting adequate sleep? 2, is your diet fueling your body well? 3, are you taking charge of your health? 4, are you getting enough exercise? Oh, gee, I had missed that one. I had not gotten an update on Paulette, so I don't know, to be honest. I missed that she was rushed to the hospital Saturday night. I hope all is well. Who's in touch with her? Who's in touch with her? So those are some important questions as it relates to. Then there's a social side. Socialization is key to self-care, but because we're social beings, right? It's often hard to make time for friends, and it can be easy to neglect our relationships when life gets busy. You know, that life start lifing thing, yeah. Close connections are important to your well-being. And the best way to cultivate and maintain close relationships is to put time and energy into building relationships with others. There isn't a certain number of slightly different social needs. The key is to figure out what social needs are and what your social life. To assess your social self-care, as in real time, not digitally or virtually face to face. When was the last time you met up with one of your friends and had physical interaction, face-to-face interaction, in-person interaction? And what are you doing to nurture your relationships with your friends and your is more virtual than it is in person? Because especially with family, my family, we used to meet up every weekend was a thing, because my twin aunts and my mother would do their groceries every Saturday. And so sometimes their children would come over, and that would be my time to interact with my cousins. And it was a regular thing. Well, when we grew up, we all went all over the place. And so now we only really connect virtually, because we're a few weeks ago attending my aunt's birthday party virtually. In fact, I played some music for them as I was playing music live on the Saturday Stew. It's a thing, and sometimes this is how you have to do it. Then there's mental Relax with the Rebel broadcast. Okay. Well, I still hope she's okay. How we think and what psychological well-being, which contributes to our overall well-being. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take another quick break, and we'll come back more closely linked than you might actually think. And it's all because it's all part and parcel of self-care. So if you haven't done so yet, go ahead, call a friend, tell a friend, friends of your friends, friends of your enemies, enemies of your friends, and your enemies too. Call somebody, anybody, everybody. Why? Because we have another segment to talk about self-care right here. Real Talk, Night Shift to DJ Kevin Stew. We'll be back after these other messages.
Global Digital Records, your gateway to the world stage. Music production to music rights and royalty administration. An exclusive radio promotion through the Global Digital Radio Syndicate. We don't just play your music, we position it. Broadcasting across multiple stations, reaching audiences worldwide. Contact globaldigitalrecords.com or call 954-998-8034, where your music meets the world.
Highlighting our history and the contributions of Caribbean people to the world.
Imagine being able to visit and learn about the islands we call home.
In a place where our kids can see and feel their cultural heritage.
Your contribution to Island Space Caribbean Museum will help this dream come true.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe
and donate today.
Well, here it is. The Foundation Radio Network app is now available for Android and iPhones for free. Yes, you heard correctly. Just go to your Google Play Store, found with you wherever you go without ever missing a beat. Listen to Clinton Lindsay Mondays through Fridays, 12 noon till 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tony Ryan Monday through Thursdays at 5 p.m. Marlon Burrell Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Kevin Stew Mondays through Wednesday at 10 p.m. And T-Rob Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Check out Reason with Rattigan Saturdays at 3 p.m. Homegrown with G. Cole Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Hillsman comes to you Sundays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. And Brother Mitch Mondays through Fridays at 7 a.m. And check out the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Count. Doing, dude. You tell me something can direct the team. I did not. Foundation. People just get the app.
Hey, Dad, how do you throw a curveball? How do you build a fort? How do refrigerators run? How do fish learn how to swim?
Kids ask a lot of questions,
How high can you jump?
but you don't have to know every answer.
How many phone numbers are there?
Because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent.
How do cell phones work?
There are thousands of children in foster care who don't need every question answered.
What's electricity?
They just need you.
What's the moon made of?
For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
It's Christine representing for DJ Kevin. You see me, I say, I don't know the boss. You see me, I say, DJ Kevin's Stew and the night shift radio show. Yo, it at the thing, turn up the thing loud. Whoa, DJ Kevin's Stew at the heart of a champion. Never underestimate, just choose him. The silver line behind the dark clouds. DJ Kevin's Stew, believe him, and that's no doubt. Salute the night shift radio show, Christine. It's a heart to talk loud.
Girl, if you're fed up on your boyfriend, let him go. And your boyfriend, let him go. Cause every night him come in, nigga, now your ears. And you know, say, I gives him a gives. Girl, if your man not do it right, let him go. And if come in on a Wi-Fi, cause every night him a come in, nigga, now your ears. And you know, say, gives him a gives. Stop and look on the woman where you got. Take out your woman, you damn idiot. You soon see she hitch up now the juvenile lap. And then you sit down and relax. You say Miss Rowe can't go nowhere, stage show. You say the man of her own a bend bow. Scrape up her knee and scrape up her toe. Cause she a bend down low. So girl, if you wanna read your problem, let him go. And your boyfriend a nigga, let him go. Cause every night him come in, nigga, now your ears. And you know say I gives him a gives. Girl, if your man not do it right, let him go. And if come in on a Wi-Fi, cause every night him a come in, nigga, now your ears. And you know say gives him a gives. Well, man a better if you cool and stop talk. Hit the right feet, walk a woman and she off. Man, you better straighten up your crankshaft. Y'all have to sweat and have to cough. Cause woman want a man with more sexual healing. Y'all want a man with more sexual feeling. Come on, make you reach to the ceiling. So y'all come for the dealing. So y'all, if you're fed up by your boyfriend, let him go. And your boyfriend a nigga, let him go. Cause every night him come in, nigga, now your ears. And you know say I hears him a hears. Y'all, if your man not do it right, let him go. And if come in on a Wi-Fi, cause every night him a come in like you nigga, now your ears. And you know say yes, him a guess. After she said that she needed some romance, more rocks, more talks, more feeling close to me. I wanna get close to she, so I give you more roses, more romance, a little candlelight, a little slow dance, and that night, out with me, maybe we can try again. Try and maybe we can try a bye-bye. Oh, y'all, if you're fed up by your boyfriend, let him go. And your boyfriend, let him go.
Blessings to you, Carla. How things with you?
Y'all, if your man not do it right, let him go. And if come me on a Wi-Fi, cause every night him
yeah, man, let him go. The 50s version of Beanie Man's Let Him Go.
Same sound and vibe when read it, just respect.
Yeah, man, that's how we roll around here. We know, yeah, we do things differently. I want to say chip, chap, chap, chip to my brother from another mother, the motivator. Much love, brother. Welcome back to the broadcast. It's Real Talk on the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. Tonight we're talking self-care. What does your self-care look like? How are you doing it? What's involved? We've looked at physical self-care. We've looked at social self-care. Now we're going into mental self-care. And before we went off on the break, we realized that we came to the realization that when we think, what we're filling our minds with greatly affect our physical or psychological well-being. And it really does. You know, it's how we think and what we put in our heads, and then that becomes a big part of how we our perspective on certain things, right? Mental self-care includes activities that keep our minds sharp, like puzzles, learning about a subject that fascinates you, reading books or watching inspirational movies that might also fuel your mind, or even this right here, right now, the Night Shift to DJ Kevin Stew. Mental self-care also involves doing things that help you stay mentally healthy. Practicing self-compassion, acceptance, for example, these help you to maintain a healthier inner dialogue. This is when you talk to yourself, you communicate with yourself. If you're not communicating with yourself effectively, you won't communicate with others effectively. Full stop. So, things to consider. Are you making enough time for activities that mentally stimulate you? Are you doing proactive things to help you stay mentally healthy? I can answer the first question for a few of you and say yes. If you're here right now participating in this broadcast, whether by just listening or actively participating in the comment section, you are taking time out to participate in an activity that is stimulating your mind. Because if there's one thing that is guaranteed to happen when you are a part of this broadcast, is that your mind will be stimulated. One of my sayings is, I'm here to stimulate your appetite, not satisfy your hunger. When I'm done, you are supposed to be wanting more. There's no way that I could give you all that you will need. You're supposed to want more. Then there's spiritual care, spiritual self-care. Going down the list, we have emotional self-care after this, right? Research shows that a lifestyle including religion or spirituality is generally a healthier lifestyle. Some people might say, listen, I don't do the church thing. Cool. That's religion. But when you accept that, yes, there is a greater being than self, there's a creator, now you're talking about becoming more spiritual and you are religious. That person is still living a healthier lifestyle. Nurturing your spirit doesn't have to involve religion. It can involve anything that helps you to develop a deeper sense of meaning, understanding, or connection with the universe. Whether you enjoy meditation, attending a religious service, praying, spiritual self-care is definitely essential. What things should you consider when you talk about spiritual self-care? Well, do you ask yourself questions about your life and your experience? What questions are you asking? Are you engaging in spiritual practices that you find fulfilling? Again, a spiritual practice is not necessarily a religious practice. Are you getting that fulfillment? Then there's emotional self-care. And it's important to have healthy coping skills to deal with uncomfortable emotions. Things like anger, anxiety, sadness. Emotional self-care may include activities that help us acknowledge and express our feelings regularly and safely. Whether you talk to a partner or a close friend about how you feel, or you set aside time for leisure activities that help you to process your emotions, it's important to incorporate self-care, emotional self-care, in your regular life, in your everyday life, in your goings out and your comings in. Incorporate it into every aspect of your life. And when assessing your emotional self-care, and the strategies that you use. 2 questions to consider. Do you have healthy ways to process your emotions? And do you incorporate activities into your life that help you to feel recharged? Me, one of the things that I do is every Friday evening, religiously, Friday evening for 2 hours, I get together with some friends and I play ball. This does a couple of things for me. It does a few things for me. One, it gives me more than 30 minutes of physical activity. 2, it gives me time to socially engage with some individuals in person. 3, it gives me the opportunity to exercise some emotional self-care and help others to do so. Because every time I talk with these guys, I give them a little nugget to go away with. Whether they know it or not, they get something to go away with. This helps me. And as I do that one little thing on that one day, it helps to recharge and reset, take me through another week. Oh, you guys having connectivity issues? That's interesting. I'm not. Anybody else having some connectivity issues? Please put in the comment section so that Merle and G don't feel like they're all alone. Now, there are some other types of self-care that are worth mentioning. There's financial self-care where you manage your money responsibly. Professional self-care where you cope with your work stress and you set career-related goals. There's educational self-care where you learn new things, pursuing educational opportunities, taking care of school-related stress, because there's that stress too. Or children in school, or adults in school, we experience some of these things. So Shana, welcome. Glad you could pop in. There is environmental self-care, taking care of your surroundings and taking steps to protect and preserve the environment. You know, some people are of the opinion that they should not have garbage inside their car. So as they're driving along, whatever it is that they have, a cup, paper towel, whatever, they're just going to toss it out the window. People, if you're one of those that do that, please stop it. You're going to be coming out of that car eventually. You know, you don't live there. And even if you do, you take the garbage out, right? Anywhere you live, you take the garbage out. So don't litter. Don't damage our environment by tossing whatever it is that you have in your vehicle out because you don't like stuff in your car. Wait until you get to a gas station or a garbage bin. Just dump it there. Do remember, self-care is not a one-size-fits-all. What works for you might not be the thing to work for someone that you know. The trick is to figure out what you need, take intentional steps to address those needs. And the best way to support yourself is to find things that help reduce your stress, things that bring you joy, and things that support your physical and social well-being, not to mention your emotional and spiritual well-being. You can't leave those things out. Why? Because it's all a part of your self-care package, and those things are important because They help to reduce anxiety and depression, reduce stress, and improve resilience. They improve happiness. It improves energy, reducing burnout, and stronger interpersonal relationships. These are all things that we thrive on. When we're lacking in these areas, when we don't have enough happiness, when we're burnt out, when we don't have that energy, when we're anxious and depressed, what kind of life you think we're living? It's definitely not our best life. So, develop a self-care plan. Assess your needs, consider your stressors, devise self-care strategies, plan for challenges, take small steps, schedule time to focus on your needs, schedule some time to even focus on your wants. Some of you were right here as G told us, hey, listen, I've been waiting a long time to take care of myself with some things that I bought and haven't done so. I'ma do it. Yeah, G, do it. And everybody else, get it done. So, how do you turn your self-care strategies? This is the idea that you have. How do you turn that into a routine? Because it can be done. Well, create a self-care plan. How do you do that? According to Mental Health First Aid, in a national survey, 64% of Americans reported engaging in self-care, and a majority which wish that they actually did. So, how can you practice self-care regularly? You got to create a plan. A plan that you can go to when you need it. And there are some steps to get this plan in place. So step 1, take care of your physical and psychological health. Manage your stress. Recognize your emotional and spiritual needs. Foster and sustain relationships. And achieve balance in different areas of your life. This is your first step. Easier said than done in a lot of cases, but can be done. It's achievable. Step 2, consider the dimensions of wellness. The activities you choose to participate in for your self-care should help you to achieve balance in different areas of your life to promote your overall wellness. Me doing these broadcasts, these that are themed each night, even Saturday night when I do nothing but play music in the Saturday stew, or Saturday afternoon into Saturday night when I'm addressing issues that are plaguing our beautiful island nation of Jamaica as it relates to corruption in the government and around the country. These are all a part of the dimensions of wellness. For me, wouldn't necessarily be all that for you, but it definitely works for me. The activities you choose to participate in for your self-care should help you to achieve these balances. SAMHSA has defined 8 dimensions of wellness to help you focus on optimizing health. Emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, environmental, financial, occupational, and social. Those 8 things. So when thinking of different self-care activities, try to think about these dimensions in your life and how you can improve them. Once again, they're emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, environmental, financial, occupational, and social. Basically, your whole life. Step 3 is to choose self-care strategies. Self-care strategies should not only be something you force yourself to do. It should not be something you force yourself to do at all. Self-care practices are things that will refuel you, making it beneficial in the treatment. More time outdoors, walks, hikes, or even runs may be easier to fit into your schedule, and spending time outdoors can be quite rejuvenating. Not quite the thing to do, people living up north. It's quite chilly outside, right? So there's kind of a struggle there. Recreation for me every Saturday from 2 till 12 is Reggae Global Radio. You want to be more specific, Merle. You're gonna have people just looking out for you on Reggae Global Radio, like. I digress. Let me continue. Eat a healthy, balanced diet. When we eat and drink, fight and recover from infections. And it can also certain foods in your. These are good neurotransmitters to have floating around in your body. Try to incorporate as many leafy greens, nuts, and if you find yourself stopping for takeout too often or eating too many processed foods, try cooking. Just try it. Even a little thing. It's a great way to relax and to ensure that your body gets the nutrition. Cook something. Prioritize sleep. This is one that plagues many people. Why? Because there's always so much to do, and there's so much that is being demanded of us, and there's so little time to get it done. So sleep suffers. Should it? No. Because if we get enough sleep, then we'll have enough energy to do some of the things that we're required to do, and it will help us in the long run, right? It makes sense. Do we always do it? No. That doesn't make sense. Sleep has a significant impact on how you feel mentally and physically. So getting enough sleep will help regulate your mood, improve your brain function, and increase your energy to help taxation on or your tablet or the television at least 30 minutes before bed. Me, I don't have a TV in my bedroom. Bedroom is for other things. So if you want entertainment in the bedroom, you won't find it in my bedroom by way of a television screen. Not happening. Want to be entertained in my bedroom? We're doing something else. Plan self-care and set boundaries. Take a moment to think about the best methods to move forward in your life and to stay grounded. And it's critical to schedule regular self-care time. Plan time to do something that gives you joy and helps you to recharge. And if you're feeling anxious, setting boundaries can help you feel safe and comfortable in your surroundings. One of the things that you want to definitely do as it relates to your home is to let others know that this is your sanctuary. So if they're going to engage you in your sanctuary, they need to do so by your rules. You understand? So when people come to your place, they need to not throw you off, not throw off your energy because of what they're bringing there. They need to come and assimilate. You want to define your no list. And this is step 4 in a 6-step process. 6-step process. In the event I didn't say that right. Create a no list of things that you know you don't like or that you no longer want to do. Like not checking emails at night or not answering your phone during meals. Learning to say no to things that cause unnecessary stress. This will positively impact your mental well-being. Just say no. Don't say no to your partner when it's time to engage in. No? Yes? Let's put your own oxygen mask on before assisting someone else. Why? Because without caring for yourself, you won't be able to help them. I say this all the time. Be selfish. People get on me about it. No, what do you mean be selfish? If you're not taking care of yourself first, then what are you doing? Being selfish is taking care of self, putting self first. It is important to put self first in order to help others. Don't be self-absorbed, where it is only you that matters. But do be selfish. If anybody has anything to say about that, about me saying that, come, take it up with me. Don't take it up with anybody else out the road. No, don't do that. Take it up with me, Kevin Stew. You know how to find me, 773-789-STEW. It's real easy. Take it up with me. Step 5. Turn your self-care practices into routines. With a self-care routine that brings you joy, you'll reap benefits of a healthier mind and body. And that includes being there for the people who need you. So go ahead and add your own little spin, your own little twist to this idea of putting your self-care practices into routines. And last but by no means least, encourage friends and family to practice self-care. Tell at least one person, hey, take care of yourself. And then ask them if they understand what you mean when you say so. And then get into what self-care is and how it helps and what it has done for you. Because if there's anything that speaks volumes, it is sharing your own personal experience and your own personal wins so that someone else can go have a win for themselves. It's just the thing. And so we have an opportunity, like I said, an opportunity to get our lives in a place where we start taking care of ourselves. And by extension, we get to take care of others. It's real cool, isn't it? So, next week, you get to tell somebody, listen, I took some time and the other day I had bought a foot bath. And I took some time and I was intentional about it. And I used it. And it was a good thing. You should try it. Because you have nothing to lose. Here's what I got from it. I feel so good now that I did this thing. I took some time for me so that I can give you quality time.
Live today for tomorrow. Never dwell too much on your sorrow.
This is Maurice Gregory.
Life is a gift to us. It's not.
As we get into musical therapy,
live in love and good days will follow.
It's called life.
Believe me, I know how you're feeling. It's like the good days are gone, it never comes. That is the meaning of life. Love is the secret to life. That is the only way we can survive. You live one more day, you can fight. Your heart breaks when comes disappointment, and you're shadowed by the fear, then comes the haunting. But there's more to life than just the bad things. There's so much good in us. Now let your stars start shining. But believe me, I know how you're feeling. It's like the good days are gone, it never comes. That is the meaning of life. Love is the secret to life. That is the only way we can survive. You live one more day, you can fight. The meaning of life. We must survive. That is the only way we can survive. You live one more day, you can fight. That is the meaning of life. Love is the secret to life. That is the only way we can survive. You live one more day just to fight. That is the meaning of life. Love is the secret.
I want to take this moment to say a special shout out to Brown Sugar,
The only way.
celebrating her Earth Day today.
You live one more day just to fight.
Enough love, Sharon.
That is the meaning of life. Love is the secret to life. That is the only way we can survive. You live one more day, you can fight.
Cesar again. If you've ever been alone without love and affection, then I'm sure you know the way it can affect you. You're one of the lucky few when you find someone to love you. Listen, tell you what to do. You cherish and adore them.
This is Cesar.
Got love, keep it real safe.
Track called When You Got Love.
Every day, cause when you got love, never you waste it, don't throw it all away.
DJ Kevin Stew, all manners and respect is due, cause you are carry the music and the culture right through. Big up yourself, Cesar says so. Bless.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. See, yeah,
Some of you heard me tell the story. I met this guy the first day I went to high school. We started high school together. Never knew he knew what music was, let alone he could sing a note.
Then I'm sure you know the way it can affect you. You're one of the lucky few when you find someone to love you. Listen, tell you what to do. You cherish and adore them. Cause when you got love, keep it real safe. Treat it like a treasure every day. Cause when you got love, never you waste it. Don't throw it all away. When you got love, keep it real safe. Treat it like a treasure every day. Cause when you got love, every day. Cause when you got love, never you waste it. Don't throw it all away. When you got love, keep it real safe. Treat it like a treasure every day. Cause when you got love, never you waste it. Don't throw it all away. Cause when you got love, keep it real safe. Treat it like a treasure every day. Cause when you got love, never you waste it. Don't throw it all away.
And in our times like these, when the world is so cold, so cold, you've got a lip so sweet and a heart of gold. Sometimes I find myself I stop and just a stare in your eyes, and then I catch myself and I realize that you're a beacon shining bright in my life. And I just send you to me, so I'm gonna make you my wife. Nothing I wouldn't do for you, baby.
Can we do what, Merle? What this is this?
Call the reverend, make we make a move and seal up the deal. Whoa! You got my heart a beat, right out of control.
This is the sound of G. Cole.
When you smile at me, I see right to your soul, right to your soul.
Track called Heart of Gold.
At times like these, when the world is so cold, you've got lips so sweet and a heart of gold. Girl, our future looking very, very sunny and bright. I know sometimes, girl, we fuss and we fight, but then we make up by the end of the night, tonight, tonight, tonight. And anything you want from me, baby, you just say the word. I'll never give you all the things you deserve, but I'ma love you till I die, and that's my word. That's my word. You got my heart a beat, right out of control, out of control. And when you smile at me, I see right to your soul, right to your soul. And in our times like these, when the world is so cold, you've got lips so sweet and a heart of gold. I'll give my loving to you only. It's you and I for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life. And I will never leave you lonely. Said I'ma love you every day and every night. You got my heart a beat, right out of control, out of control. And when you smile at me, I see right to your soul, right to your soul. And in our times like these, when the world is so cold, you got lips so sweet and a heart of gold.
I know you love G. Cole, Merle.
Find myself I stop and just a stare in your eyes, and then I catch myself and I realize that you're a beacon shining bright in my life. And I just send you to me, so I'm gonna make you my wife. Nothing I wouldn't do for you, baby girl, and that's real. Cause happiness is what I want you to feel. Now call the reverend, make we make a move and seal up the deal. You got my heart a beat, right out of control, out of control. And when you smile at me, I see right to your soul, right to your soul. And in our times like these, when the world is so cold, you got lips so sweet and a heart of gold.
Win or lose, this is my game to play. Right or wrong, I'll play it my way.
This is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin's Stew on the night show. You feel to some stew? Check out Kevin's Stew.
Myself alone. I only have one life to live.
What you gonna do with your one life?
Only have one love to give.
Sounds of Miss Joanna Marie.
No matter what he asks, he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love. I only have one life to live. I'm gonna live. I only have one love to give. I'm gonna give it. No matter what he asks, he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, now we're in love.
There you go, G. Dance it up.
I don't know what changes time may bring, but right now, today's the important day. Together, come what may, we'll welcome each new day.
Hey, Merle.
Love to be your
You can't have this easy like Sunday experience every day, you know? Then to lose its effect.
I only have one life to live. I'm gonna live. I only have one love to give. I'm gonna give it. No matter what he else, he touches me and makes me his.
I will say this.
Now we're in love.
You are going to get the easy like Sunday experience a lot more often.
One life to live. I'm gonna live. I only have one love to give. I'm gonna give it. No matter what he else, he touches me and makes me his. Oh yeah, I know him. And he is mine.
I adore you. I adore you. You say you didn't get to do your hair today. That's okay. Baby, that's okay. You didn't have time to put makeup on your face.
Blessings, Lennox.
It's okay. Girl, I like it that way. You're a natural beauty where you hide it from.
This is music from Danglin.
Forget your makeup, baby, make your natural look now.
Let me just let you know.
Hey, believe me when I say,
And you got to believe me, you know.
absolutely. In case you're not,
Good morning, Janet.
mind you. Whoa, I love the shape of your nose, the curl of your toes, the touch of your lips.
Even when you don't do your feet, G.
Of your lips, I see open your smile, innocence in your eyes, most of all insincere.
Just know.
I love the natural look of your hair. I adore you, my dear. How are you know that
Why you know, you know?
you're all that
I adore you.
I need, all that I want and need. Ooh, it's for sure that you're all that I want and need, all that I want and need. Ooh, feel like the genie grants all of my wishes. When I wake up each morning to your kisses, you're the link my chain's been missing. Out of all the songs that I've written, this one is to show I'm committed to you and you alone. I know this world can make you doubt yourself. I'm the only mirror you need, girl. No one else. You are royalty. This was meant to be. You mean everything to me. I love the shape of your nose, the curl of your toes, the touch of your lips, the curves of your ribs. I see open your smile, innocence in your eyes, most of all insincere. I love the natural look of your hair. I adore you, my dear. You're all that I want and need, all that I want and need. Ooh, it's for sure that you're all that I want and need, all that I want and need. These lines are slipping away, when girl you know that would drive me crazy, crazy.
This is the sound of Isat.
To just walk away from love.
ladies out there, always in support.
Tell me what I got to do to make it right between me and you.
Bouncing through musical therapy.
'Cause living alone, out there on my own, I just can't make it without you.
the scent of your sweet perfume.
This is the voice of Lee Kelly.
Focus, now you're in the cute little dress that I love.
Listen how this money works some magic now.
Focus, for I'm about to show you tonight. I can do magic. Whoa, one snap of a finger, girl. I perform a trick on you. Anything you want me to do, I can do magic. Girl, all you gotta do is dim the lights. I perform a trick or two, baby. Cause I can do magic. I ain't no psychic, but I know just what you need, girl. You don't have to write it. Just looking at your body, I can't read, yeah. You're giving me the eye, and it's making me want you back, girl.
Just know this though.
Turn around.
I'm not performing any tricks on you. What you get right here is the real deal.
One snap of a finger, girl.
But we got to part company right now until the weekend.
Anything you want me to do, yeah.
I do encourage you though, look up for members of your community. Your community is not just a development that you live in, but it spreads far and wide. So those that you pass on the bus, the plane, the boat, the train, whether you walk, ride or drive, these are members of your community. Go ahead and do something good for them today. You never know who's going to do something good for you tomorrow. My name is Kevin Stew. So I like to do it to you, for you, and with you. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here, kevinstew.com, and affiliate. It's called The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew.
This is something you should know. One snap of a finger, girl.
Of course, as we part company,
Perform a trick on you. Anything
I wish you all a good morning, good afternoon, good day to you, wherever you are in the world. From right here in South Florida, I bid you all a good night. Take care, be good, and if you can't be good at it.
call me Houdini all day.
I'm out of here until G. I'm gonna follow you up. Well, I'm gonna follow up with you on that foot thing.
Call me on the phone. All you gotta do is in the lights. Abracadabra, focus, focus. Now we're married. Yeah.
Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune in to The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment.